What up? This is Scoozy, back with a brand new episode of Help Me Survive Minecraft. So, in today's episode, I wanted to do something a little more fun. We've been working on our library, our little underground Enderman study facility for a few episodes now, and I just wanted to take a quick break and show you something that I've been working on the side, just for fun. Um, so, this is off topic, but one of these Endermen were in my lobby the other day when I came back from AFK, and so I trapped him in a boat or her and named her Emily. And then the next night when I AFK'd, this one, which I've named Name Pending, is he kind of just came and trapped himself in the boat, which is kind of funny. So yeah, today I think we're gonna have a little bit of fun with creepers, and I just wanted to show you a few creeper-related projects that I'm working on. So right over here we have the first one, and this is my attempt at a charged creeper farm. I've heard of their existence, but I've never actually went and watched how anybody makes them. But for anyone who doesn't know, we do already have one charged creeper. His name is Fuzzy Pickle, and he lives inside here in our storage room. So he was just a regular creeper trapped in there, completely sealed in by this 1x1 tomb with cobble above him. And one morning when I came and not logged in, but I came back, from an overnight AFK session, he had become charged. So that kind of gave me the idea, well, if he can become hit by lightning well underground, then surely these ones over here trapped with glass above their head can be hit by lightning as well. And for anyone who doesn't follow the series, most of my AFKing is done upstairs in my attic there, and it's been hit by lightning just a ridiculous amount of times. Trees around my house have also been hit. So lightning strikes around here are very common, and so I figured we might have quite a bit of luck getting some charged creepers. So I'll just go underneath here real quick and show you how this works. So it's just a bunch of rows of stone bricks that are 3 blocks down from the top layer, and everywhere where this glass was I left open initially like this. So what happens is you provoke a creeper, get him to follow you, and then you bring him to a situation like this. You hop over, and for anyone who doesn't know, these trapdoors, they look the same to the mob, whether they're open or closed, but obviously they can only walk on it if they're closed. So if you leave them open, it will walk as if that's solid and fall down in the hole. And it's pretty much the easiest way to trap any mob, is with that method. And then once the creeper falls in, I just close it. Go back down here underneath and find the hole where he's at, which would be this one. And then I have the I'm a creep stack of name tags, and you just name tag them and then put the glass blocks in there, because if these glass blocks aren't here, he can technically see you, and if you hop up, he will light his fuse and then probably explode. I've had it happen a couple times on this end, and I learned some valuable lessons. So I don't do that anymore. I don't mess around with that. I just block them in once they're trapped. I've also had a problem with some of these guys just despawning. And I don't know if, what I'll do is I'll take a stack of name tags and just name them all in once, because it takes one level rather than doing each name tag individually. And I don't know if there is something that will cause if there's a cap on how many mobs can be named the same thing, but it seemed that they stopped despawning once I switched the name on the name tags. I was using name pending, and then I switched it to I'm a creep, and it seemed to work fine. So yeah, they're basically over there, and underneath I have a little room that I am now AFKing in. Because it would hit the attic right where I was, so I don't know if it's somewhat attracted to players or if there's a vicinity radius around the players where lightning strikes will happen. So if that's the case, I wanted to have a room down here by all my creepers where I could stay safe, but also attract lightning towards them. So I just have an ender chest down here. And this chest here is just where I put all my gear while I'm AFK, just in case something really random happens to me and I have an anvil here, in case I need to change the name on my name tags. So that is the Charged Creeper farm, or at least the first version, our first attempt of it. And now I want to show you the other thing that I'm working on over here, which is a music disc farm. I'm trying to farm and collect all the music discs. So as you can see in here, I have quite a few. I have Cat, Ward, Maul, Melohai, I don't know, 11, 13, and Chirp. So that's pretty cool. I also have some duplicates. And I'll show you how that works. Basically, right there, we have a skeleton. Right? So he can see me down there through the hole, and he's trapped in there. Basically, there is a tripwire there, and I had like a water stream leading into the top. Let me see if I can get up there without falling in. Yeah, so this block used to be back here, and the trip line, or the tripwire, activates the piston, which seals him in from the top so that the sun won't get him. But I had a water stream washing into here and like walls all the way around or whatever. So basically, at nighttime, you try to lure a skeleton in there, and it can be a little tricky at times. It was a little frustrating, but I managed to get him in there. And then this back door here is so that you can name tag him, or you can kill, like, say, a zombie or something falls in there, because that happened a couple times as well. And then as soon as whatever's in there is dead, the trapdoor, or the tripwire is no longer triggered, and this thing will open back up, and you can get your next guy in there. So, anyways, we have another system here with the trapdoors. So basically, you could probably gather, we lure a creeper, hop across, it falls in, and when it's in the water there, we aggravate the skeleton, get the skeleton to shoot at us, but it doesn't hit us, it hits the creeper. And then right at the end of the water stream, right down there, is 2 hoppers leading into the back of this chest. So, yeah. I'm just making an assumption at this point that everybody knows that if you get a skeleton to shoot a creeper, it will drop a record. If you didn't know that, that is a thing. So this cave here, I basically came over and I unlit most of it so that it spawns just like a crazy amount of mobs. Like, look at them all. It's like just insane. And the neat thing about doing this kind of creeper farming is that creepers don't burn in the sun, which I'm sure you know. So unlike trying to trap the skeleton with like 50 million mobs running around just wrecking my day, when you try to do this, farm the creepers, it's actually possible to do it right in the daytime, and all of these other mobs, they don't stand a chance. So what I'm going to do is just show you real quick how the getting the music discs works. If I can take out any of these zombies without dying. Woohoo! I'm always worried that in a situation like that, a creeper's gonna sneak up on me and just take me out. Okay, so there should be a creeper right around the corner. They're usually not far away. There's one. Okay, so we're just going to lure him out, and you don't have to worry about name tagging him or anything because he's only going to be alive for about another minute. So creepers are pretty slow. Just make sure you don't sprint. Alright, it's as easy as that. So So then we just have to get the skeleton to notice us, which he has. And now he'll just start shooting the creeper. Easy peasy, we're moments away from having a new record. There you go, that's it. Then you come down here, and we got 2 gunpowder and a new record, stall. Cool. So yeah, that's what I've been working on here to just take my mind off the library for a bit and give myself a little bit of a break. Yeah, just the the trying to get some charge creepers so I can get some mob heads, and getting some records. Yeah, I think that's probably good enough for today. Maybe what I'll do is I'll show you real quick in a creative world how you build the little catcher for the skeleton. Yeah, that's what I'll do. All right. So, you start with like a 3x3 of stone blocks, like this. Skeletons are too tall. And then we need to block in the 4 bottom corners like this. And then like that. And on the 2 sides here, you want to come out a block like this. And that is to give your tripwire hooks a place to sit. You can put a block there. And then what you want to do is put a sticky piston. Let me see if I can get this to... Yep, just like that. And then a block there. Inside, you're going to want to put your tripwire hooks. And while I'm here, let me get some string. Hook, hook. And I'm not going to be stupid and activate that while I'm inside it, because then I'll be trapped. I'm just going to break that for a second. There you are. So now, anytime something falls in there, it'll get trapped. But when it's an entity like a skeleton, it will stay closed. So then if you were going to try to trap a skeleton in here, you basically just build like a 2-high wall. And then you want to come back 8. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the reason for 8 is because that's how far your water stream will travel. And you don't want to have to stop the water stream with like a sign or something, because then the skeleton will not necessarily get washed in. So just like that. And then you'll need your bucket of water right there, and that'll stop right on the end. And then all you have to do is get a skeleton to fall in there, which is I don't know, it's a little tricky. I don't know, I find sometimes that they can hop over a one wide gap. So you may even want to just modify it slightly like so. And then take another water bucket and add it in this corner here. No, that was in the wrong spot. You don't want one there. How am I going to fix this? Keep making infinite water sources in there. Okay, so put it in here first, and then in there. And this may take like a little bit of luring. Like once he falls in, he may get trapped in this corner. But if you come and stand on this side, like back a bit, he'll try to get towards you, and then eventually he'll get worked in there. That part can just be a little tricky, but that is basically how I got my guys stuck. And perhaps an easier way would be the same size area. And then we will break out here and here. Actually, break it down 2 so that this is flush with the ground. Just like that. And in the center, we'll place a pressure plate. And then underneath there, you'll need a piece of redstone dust. Yeah. And then on this side, this will be your front with your window that he's eventually going to be shooting creepers through. And then on this side back here, you're going to want to leave a hole as well. And that's where you will put a trap door. This can be a little tricky to place, so I just put the block in behind it. And then this will give you access to your skeleton, but also keep him trapped so he's not shooting at you anytime you walk by the building. And then basically you're going to want to put a block here and a block here. And what I would do to make sure he doesn't just try to walk around it when he's coming to follow you is like that. And then if you have like an ender pearl and the skeleton's following you, you can ender pearl to the other side, and when he walks in, he's trapped. And in this instance, you would want one on the top already to protect him from the sun. But as you can see here, boom, he's trapped. He's in a cage. And that's a pretty good mob trap. That'll work for anything that walks. Yeah, you'll just need an ender pearl. So yeah, maybe a little bit of a short episode this time, but I just wanted to show you what I've been doing to take my mind off of things. I don't know, when you're working on a big build, like we were with the library, every once in a while you're just going to want to have a little bit of fun and maybe not grind away getting materials or placing blocks. So this is what I've been doing. I've been having some fun with creepers. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you did, don't forget to thumb wrestle that like button down below so you can show me that you did love it. And if you want to see more kind of fun episodes like this, then be sure to subscribe, because I will do some more in the future. Anytime I go and have a little bit of fun in Minecraft, I want to bring you along and show you what we're up to. So, you know, subscribe to the channel, and you'll see all kinds more of this in the future. So until next time, this is Scoozy saying peace.